So right now, I am just finishing a text with Alyssa. I let her know that the order is in from AMD on the 71 Challenger. This is John Buck's car. And that she needs to get going on getting the parts checked in. It's very, very important. It's kind of fun being able to text with her back and forth, because it used to be that she would, it's a shame. It used to be that she would take forever, right? I send her a text and I never hear back. Now she's just right back on it, and it's like, yes, sir, is there anything else you need, sir? It's like, finally she's treating me like a boss, right? So it's respect. It's one of those things that it's not given out, you earn it, all right? So. With age comes wisdom.
I had Will come over to kind of look at the engine compartment to see what else he needed to remove from there, because some of the stuff I'd like to leave, because the less stuff I got to take off, the better. But he wants me to go ahead and remove the master cylinder, the wiper motor, and the proportioning valve and the lines and everything. So either he's got a little bit more room to work. Okay, so this I want to pop out of here like so. This will take it all off in one unit, which should be great. But I was actually taking the parts off, I noticed just excessive holes and everything in the firewall. So whoever had this car probably had a custom electronic ignition, maybe an alarm system, all these things. So in the aprons and in the firewalls, there are just tons of holes. So I'm gonna go ahead and go through there and mark all those and get George to weld all those up for me. So now just working on getting this wiper motor out of here. Taking them out's the easy part. It's putting the dang thing back in. So you can always tell that that thing's got the nice factory nut on there, because they're always anodized red. So that's kind of cool.
I'm getting ready to start work on Chris Jacobs' GTX. When they pulled the engine out, on the inner fender, there was a nasty patch in there. So I'm gonna pull the whole entire inner fender out and put a brand new one in. So I figure I'll drill out the spot welds on the old inner fender and slap the new one in there and hopefully have it back to Will in a couple hours.
Once we got the drivetrain out of it, we got it over there, started to strip out the paint, and actually, look at the damage. There were some little rust repairs that we did, not a big deal, but you don't want to paint over anything that's even questionable. So I found it was just safest. I just stripped the whole thing down to bare metal, primered it, painted it black, wet sanded it down. So that way when Mike comes in, he's got a nice surface to paint on top of the fact that I prepped it myself, so I know it's going to be good 20 years from now. I don't need to have Mark come out and inspect this. It's pretty cut and dry what needs to be done. It's pretty simple. The paint blistered. I have to peel all that back, get a nice coat of primer on it. Once that primer's done, I'll be able to go over it with the single stage black. So there's really nothing for him to look at or even look over on the whole job, actually.